Wait, they have an anime. I wanted to talk about this. I forgot about it.
Who's got anime? Blacks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
Let's cut that out.
Niggas, they got
Let's cut that
anime.
one out. Or not, keep it in.
You keep it in. We're already here now, Junior. What's the worst that can happen?
A lot, Maz. A lot can happen.
John Boyega, Teyana Taylor,
He's
Willow
back.
Smith.
He's back. John Boyega.
Yeah. Willow Smith and Kid Cudi are working on a anime inspired sci-fi inspired feature. So Kid Cudi is doing the score and I think he's doing character.
Okay.
Willow is a producer and a character. Taylor is part of the cast, and so is John Boyega.
Do you know any word about what this is actually about? Was it just like, hey, we're anime?
Slime is an upcoming anime.
Oh shit.
Excuse me, sorry. Slime is an upcoming. Hold on one second. Let me get some water.
Take two.
Hold for
Slime.
this moment while we'll
be right back after this commercial break.
The story is in a near future dystopia, broken and hopeful Muna, played by Willow Smith, joins a clinical trial and is injected with a strange slime.
Okay.
Gaining dangerous powers, she flees with Glenn, who is played by...
Sound like Spider-Man.
What was giving Venom?
Yeah.
Glenn, who's played by Kid Cudi. Her captor turned companion, racing to find a cure and become humanity's last hope.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Blacklisted. The British Blacklisted for sharing that. Yeah.
Well, anyway, that will come out. I'm sure it's going to
They
come out.
haven't said anything yet.
So just the cast being announced. Okay. What do you think about the cast?
I want to see what the work is like.
Oh shit. Okay. I don't know.
I would like to see it.
I don't know which actor got shade from that, but okay.
Welcome back to the Outtake Show, a show where we talk about film and TV. I am your girl Maz, the hostess with the mostest, the silent assassin, and this is Junior, the hostess with the mostest, your man Junes. You know what I mean? This is definitely your yard still.
Perfect.
Yes, it is my yard.
I'm stepping in his yard.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did the intro.
Well, we're here now. Welcome to episode 81 of the Outtake Show. We're also get straight into it, man. Let Maz take over the intro. What the hell do you want to talk about first? We've got a lot of stuff on the board.
Yeah, well,
We have a lot of stuff to talk about.
What a heliante. There's been a lot going on.
There's been a lot. Oh, you know what we forgot to actually put down that we can briefly start off with?
Yeah.
The awards. The Emmys.
Well, Emmys, yeah, no. I was literally thinking the same thing. Because then we can do that segue into certain fan casts.
Yeah. Let me actually bring up the... Did you see anything from the Emmys? I didn't get the chance to watch it.
This is a moment for us to be happy.
Yeah.
The studio
cleaned. I think they got the most wins.
Yes, they did.
I think, they got some of the most wins.
Did.
I know Seth Rogen, they won for like writer, director, best comedy, and I think there was another one. I'm just going through the list right now, but they cleaned up. They obviously they got one of the most nominations, and now they got the most wins as well. So congratulations, Seth Rogen. During his speech, I remember him saying that he's never won anything in his whole entire life, and that he actually, when he was young, bought like a trophy, a baseball trophy from a charity shop. So, which is really sad.
That's so
comical,
sad.
but both were sad. So it's great to see that someone in the industry that's been working his ass off. Obviously, comedy in a lot of ways don't get kind of appreciated in the awards. So for him to, after all these years, finally get acknowledged for his success.
Did you also see that like there was a little nod to the studio where everyone was like, Thank you for letting me sleep on your couch. And I was like, oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Yes, that's it. Any others that you feel like, oh yeah, one of my favorite shows that obviously at the end of this year when we do our best TV shows, best movies, this is one for me. The Pit, loved it. It's won a few awards, which I'm glad for. The lead, I think he won his first ever Emmy. And he's been in the industry for years. Obviously, I think he's known for being in ER, which was also a really praised show, but he never won anything. So for him to win for The Pit, congrats to that. One of the shows that
The Penguin also.
the Penguin cleaned up.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, what's going on? Because I know last year they won a bunch of awards. So I don't know.
Yeah, and
how it
also
crossed
like it's a
over.
limited. They said it's a limited series, but
It's not feeling limited.
it's not limited though, because isn't there going to be season 2?
Yeah. It's one of those ones where it's like, you know what? A lot of people liked it, so let's drive on and keep this going. Speaking of more wins, obviously one of the shows that we both enjoyed as well, Adolescence cleaned up as well. They won a bunch of awards. Shout out to Stephen Granson.
Stephen Graham.
Green. See, I said a whole nother name.
Who that?
Obviously, he won. He won for best lead.
And now everyone's shocked that he's mixed race, despite having been very vocal.
So this is a win for the blacks.
He's a black king.
Oh shit!
If we can claim Cole Palmer, why can't we claim Stephen Graham?
I'll claim him.
Exactly.
I'll claim him. You know what's funny? Because when he come on stage, obviously he is short.
He's very short. His wife.
When he came on stage, he was like, I was like, oh, he's really short. That's it. That's all I got to say. But congrats to him. Obviously, his first win, well deserved. He is a British legend, acting legend. Yeah, staple.
When it comes to acting, and I like from like This Is England to Boiling Point to I could spend days just naming things he's worked on.
Yeah, I was surprised he was gonna win. You know, he was going off going against some big names. Or Colin Farrell was on there. Jake Gyllenhaal was on there as well. Shout out to Brian Taylor Henry. He was on there as well. So he was going against some big people. Yeah, for Dope. Dope was a good. I watched a few episodes of it. It was a really good show. Obviously, Brian's just an incredible actor. So I feel like anything he's in, he's always gonna get nominated for. Congratulations to his first win. Obviously, hopefully this leads to more acknowledgements in the industry. Obviously, the young man that's also in Adolescence,
Owen Cooper.
He's won his first award.
Am I right?
let me see if I can list. Let me just type in Owen Cooper there.
I know his surname's Cooper for sure.
It should be. It's coming up as Owen Cooper's coming up on the hair. Yeah, Owen Cooper.
I had to fact check myself. You know what I mean?
He won his first award.
He's the youngest Emmy Award winner ever.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, really big moment.
So congrats to him as well. Is there any other wins? Obviously, Severance cleaned up as well. I know. What's her name? Is it Bria? Brittany Lower. She won for. She's one of the leads, one of the female leads. And
she's going to be in a. There's a film we've requested.
Oh, that she's in.
Yeah.
Cycle Tower or something like that, something like that. That she's in. Congrats to her. It was so funny when she came. It's called Psychotherapy. When she was in it, I think this candle's killing us. You know.
Is it the candle?
Because we've been coughing for like 2 minutes. It might actually be the candle because we're actually contained in.
Yeah, just hold on 1 second.
Right back after this commercial break. And we're back. Yeah, I was just speaking about her during her win because during her speech, she had like a note and she was reading out like a note. And on the back of the note, it said, help me. And if you watch Severance in the show, obviously she plays, there's an innie and there's an outie. And her outie.
Her innie's always trying to talk to the outie.
Yeah. So that was a little nod to the show, which I thought was really great. Congrats on her.
How did you watch the Emmys? Because you know what?
Like, I didn't watch any of it. I just saw the clips.
Yeah, I could. It's so hard for us in the UK.
Yeah, it's hard to watch. I think they do like, if I'm not mistaken, I think some of them do like little streams and stuff like that on like Twitter and stuff like that. But not everyone's gonna wanna contribute.
How you gonna stay up? You telling me to stay up at 3 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah, it's crazy. That time difference is mad. Is any other big wins that you want to talk about before we talk about losers? I do want to talk about Hacks. Hacks is one of my favorite comedy shows. One of the leads, Jean Smart, she won. Maybe just make sure it's actually her that I'm talking about, because she went on. Nope, that's not what I'm talking about. But I am happy that she did part one, because our co-host as well also won for Hacks, and she did it she went on stage and basically during her speech she just bigged up said free Palestine, also spoke about the injustice that's happening in the world as a whole. So she's
And
been
there's
very
been a
much
lot of
a vocal activist in terms of just speaking about social justices.
And there has been a lot of conversations about this as of recent, with a lot of actors and people within the industry being very vocal about what's going on.
Yeah.
There's been petitions, but there's also now been a video which has brought Cillian Murphy out.
Cillian Murphy?
Cillian Murphy.
What he been saying?
He was saying, yeah, run that, bruv. But like, Cillian Murphy doesn't say anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Oh shit, Cillian Murphy's talking about. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of actors like joining in, basically saying anyone that supports the killing of what's happening in Palestine, pretty much we're not going to be in your productions.
Listen, Ghalib.
Yeah.
He said it. He said it.
Yeah, he did. He came through with the whole what do you even call it?
The scarf.
Yeah, he came with the scarf and made it clear that he's not following it. Obviously. No.
I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I'm not gonna
like people like Mark Rodin, the guy that plays Hulk. He's always been very clear that he's a social activist, and he's always made it clear about his views in politics and stuff like that. So he's also showed mad support into the
Natalie
cause.
Portman has been on that.
Yeah.
She's like, I know I'm Jewish, but that's bruv.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen's been very vocal about that as well.
Okay, I didn't know about that one. Fair.
God damn.
It's good to see that he's just. Sorry guys, we're gonna be coughing a little bit on here. We let the candles loose, and the candles been fuming up the room, so we're just trying to air everything out. I think that's all the wins that I wanted to speak about.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the fact that Owen won. That's mad.
Yeah.
And from that, it's definitely given him a lot of notoriety. I think he's going to be in the new Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, I saw Margot Robbie talk about it, saying that his performance is really good in it.
And people have now given him a fan cast for Robin.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
You know what? Somebody cooked here.
You said it was a good fan cast then?
I think that's a good fan casting. Again, with him and Robert Pattinson.
I think he's got the look, but I need him to do the action.
No, it's the action for me.
Oh, I feel like he can do the action. You don't think he can do the action?
I need to be convinced.
I think with training he can do action. But I think the accent. I need a strong American accent. I think Robin's from Boston. I think he has meant to have like a little twang to his voice, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, he can make it into his own, but he's British. Like, I need to make sure he comes across as American.
And it's proper Scousey.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson's British, isn't it? He's British.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Didn't he go to the same school as Andrew Garfield?
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to them, man.
And I think they went to the same school that Tom Holland went to.
They all went to the same school?
Yeah. And FKA Twigs went to the same school as Josh O'Connor, and Josh O'Connor fancied her, so he joined in a band.
He joined her band?
He joined a band to impress her because he fancied her.
Did he bag her?
Of course not.
We said of course not, ain't your guy.
That's my guy, but he has no sauce.
Oh, he know what, he does look like someone that's very like reserved. He's not gonna set pace.
The fact that he's awkward is his sauce.
Oh shit.
Okay, nice. I can't joke like that because it's gonna.
That's for real. Yeah. So that was the Emmys. The Emmys was good. Obviously, we had the fan cast. Now that I can't even see the board.
We can't even see the board. My brain's gone blank.
Let's talk about.
Timothée Chalamet has got the highest payout, like for the youngest actor ever. It's $25 million.
Yeah, it was a film that was James Mango.
High. It's an action
let me see if
heist.
I can bring it up, but it was. You said it was 25 million.
Yeah.
And I think it was recorded that it was meant to be like one of his first. He's one of the first actors to get upfront like payment of that
of that size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Apparently, it's saying here is a Paramount film. Oh shit, what's going on here? Their technical difficulties today.
Yeah, it's called High Side.
High Side. Okay.
Yeah. And he becomes the youngest actor since Jennifer Lawrence to command a report of an upfront pay rise of that size.
Nice.
Period.
So he's basically he's gonna become one of the highest paid actors if he's not already.
I think he is already, but the question is does that mean anything? I mean,
it means he's up.
Is
your hair.
Is he up, or does he have a really good negotiation team?
I think it's a mixture of. I think there was talks about this, the success of Dune Part 2 made a lot of money, and I think a lot of execs were looking at it as Timothée Chalamet is the reason why it did so well. So I remember seeing an article saying that Warner Brothers have kind of like bigged them up.
I hate to break it to you, it wasn't Timothée Chalamet.
Who do you think it was? Zendaya? You ain't laughing. You think it was Austin Butler? You think so? I don't think it was Austin Butler. If it was Austin Butler, then Court Stealing would have did better.
Court Stealing was dry.
Yeah, but Austin Butler could have sold it.
Nah.
That for all intents and purposes, F1 was dry, but he had Brad Pitt, so people watched it, and obviously it's F1 as well.
Let's not talk about that, man.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is I think Timothée Chalamet has shown to be a poster boy for being able to sell films. Like he sold Wonka, he sold other films that he just didn't think would do successful.
Wonka, hey. Why are you bringing that up?
What's wrong?
That film was terrible.
Yeah, but he made a lot of money. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like
what was that song that he did?
He knows. He knows.
Okay, stop making me laugh.
But I'm saying that he's able to make trash films or films that are perceived bad to like make money. So I can see him getting a 25 million or even more as things go, because he not only can get people to watch it, but he seems like he knows how to market a film as well. Like during his press run,
he just has that.
That Bob Dylan film, he went everywhere. He went
the personality. That's
yeah,
the thing.
and he knows the internet. So he did Naswad and did like the normal like talking to like Jimmy Kimmel and like doing those type of press runs.
R.I.P. My Shayla. Do you want to go into why I'm saying R.I.P. to the camera?
Yeah, so it's been reported. I don't know if there's been any updates, but ABC has dropped have suspended at the moment indefinitely suspended Jimmy Kimmel from airing under ABC. This is because of his comments he's made during talking about
Charlie Kirk and Trump's administration.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're good.
And going back to that, I wanted to say that yes, there has been updates. So as of yesterday, there was removal vans outside the studio.
Oh, you serious? Shit.
So we're not even going to get a a final episode.
Oh, they don't want to say anything.
That's it. Luck off. So now it's going around the conversation of censorship. I don't want to say too much because.
But I guess that's the main conversation, especially with this topic, is obviously we saw before this happened, Stephen Colbert, he lost his show as well.
Again,
kind of
around the similar premise, as well. Yeah.
So like we're seeing like people are now talking about whether late night talk shows are over. Is it done? I think it is gonna make a change. But we're seeing now that it seems like obviously America is known for having the amendments. The First Amendment, of course, is free speech, but it seems like free speech is not essentially free because you will pay some form of consequence if you speak about Big T, the big dog. You will get shut down. So it is honestly, it's quite scary seeing that. You wouldn't think someone as a big show like that will get knocked down for sharing certain views, even though the views they have is not like harmful in terms of the person that sadly passed away. His views were quite negative and quite like can spark some form of violence, opposed to what Jimmy Kimmel's saying. So it's saying you can say this, but this side you can't say that.
I think we're just in a very interesting time in history where there's a lot of polarized opinions.
Yeah.
And I think to silence people is dangerous because it can then push people to listen to extreme ideologies rather than have cognitive distance to acknowledge that maybe I don't agree with what this person's saying, but I don't have to take it to heart
Yeah.
and act out of violence.
Yeah.
And I think this is actually a very powerful story that we're getting because I watched a film called Brides,
Oh yeah, yeah.
which kind of follows the same premises, but it's a different type of extremism. So, with the whole Charlie Kirk situation, we're seeing an alternative, right, conservative, really, really, really hardcore conservative ideology that has infiltrated someone and made them very radical. And with Brides, we see it. Hold on, let me. One moment.
Because you saw this film quite recently. You sent me the trailer for it, and the trailer looks very heavy, very hard. I don't obviously I never saw the film, but from the trailer and the small synopsis I got, it seemed like it was two brown girls, a common age film, about two brown girls, essentially probably getting sent
So
back home to get married.
they
Oh,
had
okay.
been they had personally themselves got radicalized and chosen to go to Syria
Yeah.
and become the wives of jihad.
Oh, okay. Shit.
So think Shamima Begum?
I haven't seen that.
No, the
Shamika
girl.
Babe.
Do you remember that
Oh,
girl?
oh wait. I have a story, but I don't know
Yeah.
the full story about it.
So Shamima Begum is this young woman now who left the UK to become a bride for jihad. And
Is she
then
the one that
she
wanted to
tried.
come back?
Yeah, she wanted to come back.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then they were like,
yeah. No.
You're not British.
Yeah.
Bye."
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that early part of her story. So it's
Okay.
follows the two girls explaining why they kind of went through this situation, seeing the very real perception that we're getting now because we have people being very Islamophobic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of xenophobia going on. And there's a lot of racism. So we get that narrative of this is what these girls are dealing with on a day-to-day basis where they live. And then they're having this like radicalized ideology of telling them that if you come to this place, you'll be treated fine, you'll be accepted, you'll finally feel like you're a part of a community. And I think when people are ostracized and oppressed so much, it's so easy for them to lean on these radical ideas. And so Brides does that. And you start to really empathize with them because you at the end of the day, these are very young girls. They're still in school.
Yeah.
Uh,
During this film, was there any Q&As with the director or anything like that? It'll be
this
interesting
was
to see how they came, what led them to tell this story, and
there
the
is
research they had to do
there
behind
is
it.
Q&A. But in terms of what they had at the end of the film, like literally right at the end of the credits, they said this is completely fictional. These characters aren't real. There are similar events to it, which, you know, I've just even given you an example, but this is not based on an actual situation that's happened. And you see the journey of them traveling on their own, leaving their homes, leaving their families to go on this journey, to go to Turkey and then go to Syria.
Shit. Yeah. So how would you say about the film then, as a whole then?
Yeah, like it again. I feel like we've had as a team, we've had morning screenings
Yeah.
that have been very intense this week.
We have.
We'll go into detail about that in a second. But this one, I think it was like a very excuse me, guys, a very difficult one where I kind of don't have a rating for it yet It's only been 24 hours as of now.
Yeah.
So I don't have a rating for it yet because I'm still kind of processing it. But the chemistry that was built by the two actresses in it, the pacing, oh my god, the cinematography.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I definitely don't think it's going to be like a 3-star. It's definitely within the 4 or 5 situation. It's just a situation of like having time to really digest it because the tone and the themes are so heavy. You do need to just have a beat to like actually process
That's
it.
where things happen.
Yeah.
Fair. So it'll be out now.
It'll be out on the 26th of September.
Okay, it's 26th of December. I guess it's
There's preview screenings on the 23rd, so if you would like to go and watch it, please do go and check that out. Google is free.
Google is free. Yeah, I'm assuming it will be in, but I saw a banner for it on View. So I guess if you're accustomed
it's
to going to
everywhere
View,
now.
so yeah, check it out there as well.
It's not one of those ones where you're gonna struggle to find screenings for it
Oh,
because
okay, it's not
it
limited release.
was at Sundance Film Festival, I believe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I would talk more, but my voice is not allowing it.
But we had a few, like you mentioned, morning screenings. Another morning screening that we had as well was a film called Pillion. This is a director debut by Henry Leighton, starring
Alexander
Alexander Skarsgård
Skarsgård.
and Henry Millian.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very
Raunchy.
raunchy is the word. A very raunchy film
Yeah.
where what do you say his job was? He was like a traffic warden or
Yeah.
like that
Parking ticket guy.
that gets in a relationship with a biker.
That's all we know about him. That's all we know.
With a whole lot of leather. No, raunchy is the main themes of the film.
And the thing is, we know it would be extra spicy because we have inside knowledge.
Yeah.
So we know that they definitely cut bits out.
Yeah, 100%. They cut some bits.
Yeah, we know they definitely cut some bits out because there were certain objects I was expecting to see. They were gone.
And the stuff they had in there, like, what is it? 10 minutes in, he's already getting fellatio.
Uck behind the fishmongers of Bromley High Street. If you know, you know.
Literally, bruv. Give it, bruv. You know what? Yeah, I love the fact this film went there and kind of like went all the way through there. So I guess it
went all the way in.
The drums. I can't find the drums, sorry. But he definitely did. It plays like it's a film based on a dom relationship with a submissive person.
Yeah, but like
dom submissive
relationship within the leather biker community, a part of the LGBT.
Yeah.
So there was like a couple like is it puppy play?
Kind of, yeah. There was
I mean,
literally one character, one of the bikers will just pass a dog.
No, I'm asking because there's a term for it. I think it's puppy play.
Oh, it's called puppy play. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's puppy play.
So like
it was just like, if you've never been aware of, you're gonna put that on your search history.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh crap! It went crazy. Yeah, it's a form of it's animal role play, which is kind of what they were doing. Because there were certain scenes where they were on all fours. Obviously, one of the scenes were their relationship where he couldn't sleep in the bed, had to sleep in a rug,
and he treated the dog better.
Oh, the dog was treated very nice. What I found hilarious.
We're jumping.
Where do you want to start with first?
What did you think of it?
I thought it was a very raunchy, very peculiar look into a relationship. So I'm not familiar with that type of format of relationship. I don't have any friends that are in that type of relationship. So it was very interesting to see that world. Obviously, you've seen it from a relationship of bikers as well. That was quite interesting to see. It was interesting to see how, when I thought about like what it would mean to be in that type of relationship, understanding whether the person that's submissive actually enjoys it and is not really just doing it because the person's so like dominant. To see that there was a form of like love within that type of relationship, maybe we go, oh, it was very much like enlightened into that world. It was also quite funny as well. Like it was
hilarious. I didn't. So we went to a critic screening with quite critical.
Yeah, critical.
And bro, we are going into these other spaces where critics actually laugh, and it's nice.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, like it's really, really nice.
Like actually interact what's going on the screen. Like there were some really, really funny moments in it. What actually caught me off guard because I didn't know it was gonna be so funny.
Where's that accent from? It's really foreign. Where are you from? Chislehurst. That killed me. That finished me. Junior didn't even understand the joke, but I was done. I was out. I was like, I need to go home.
How do you feel? This is one of the big questions. Like, how do you feel with being like Alexander Skarsgård? Obviously, they definitely played into the fact of his appearance because he's a tall, handsome-looking man, which was obviously played into the British comedy of him being like super attractive. But how do you feel about him being in this like very British like film?
I feel like I actually had a thought about this because it was when I was on my way here and I had to think about it and I was like, it makes sense for him to have played that role because his character has this thing where he just doesn't have any emotions.
Yeah.
He's just like, very like what you see is what you get and that's it.
Yeah.
Very discreet.
Yeah, literally.
So like, and it's almost like he's android.
Yeah.
We also get that in Murderbot.
Oh,
so
okay,
what I'm seeing is he does these roles quite really good, but he actually does really good comedies as well.
Yeah, his comedic performance is good.
So it's one of those ones where you never know which Alexander Skarsgård you're going to get.
Yeah.
And yeah, so for me, hyping up and talking about Murderbot and being excited for this film for a long period. I think even when they announced that it was being filmed,
Yeah.
or just acquired it, I was super excited about it. And then obviously there's other stuff that's factored into it. It was really refreshing to see this and be like, oh, like kind of, I am the target audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a very playful film that. How do you think about Harry's performance? Because I think he really, like, for me, stole the show.
Yeah.
Obviously, most people know him from Harry Potter, of course. So I haven't seen him since Harry Potter. So it was refreshing to see his face again. He seemed like perfectly casted for this film because obviously he was meant to play this submissive one. Obviously, standing next to Skarsgård, he's very like scrawny, like skinny, slightly
Twinky.
very
He's
shorter than him.
twink-coded.
Yeah, very like introverted, very like shy, and like really to himself. But his performance really started off with him doing that, and then gradually you start seeing him growing. I think his casting in it was so perfect, and his performance in it was really good. And I feel like the director like may have wrote him in mind for the casting of it because it seemed like
it just felt like it blended so like effortlessly. Yeah, I think it was just really well casted.
Yeah.
As a film.
Like even the parents were like hilarious. Like it was really beautiful seeing their relationships. And I think it was showing like their generation of how relationships can look like and how this generation may have their relationships. Because the mum and dad were very much, they had moments where he's playing on the piano and they're singing together, or it was like they're having chocolates together and it's like, oh, just one more before bed type of thing. So it was like, they were doing really wholesome stuff that I guess in that generation, this is what relationships look like. But now now times, relationships can look different. And I think that's what they're trying to play across in this film, which I think they did a good job at. And obviously there was a lot of like intense sex scenes.
I did not expect to see Peen at 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. The most intense.
I saw Peen before I had my breakfast.
Yeah. They were wrestling with their ass out.
Batty out.
What was the most intense sex scene for you?
So Harry's character is called Colin.
Yeah.
Colin's birthday, where they go camping.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's all I'm going to say.
You don't want to talk about it?
I don't. No, because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
They go camping. That's it. I had seen more than I never thought I would see it.
Yeah.
You know, there's that meme where she's like, I cannot believe my eyes. That's
Imagine
me.
you was in the woods walking past and just saw that.
Okay, so like, just as someone who
Outtake.
kind of understands queer culture, let me.
That's very normal.
So there's this concept of like cruising, and some people will cruise. Cruising is basically like looking for people to hook up with, and then sometimes people will cruise in public.
Oh. So just
Sometimes it happens.
Oh,
You
so
know what I mean?
in public parks and stuff. Okay.
You need to also if you
Now I've got Poppy Play in my search history.
you're gonna have to clean your history. If you haven't already, you need to check out the trailer for Plain Clothes, because it kind of also gives
At the
that
same time,
vibe.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Tom Blythe, but like, yeah, I think it's been this film was very difficult for me to obtain like an objective opinion about, because of many reasons.
I mean, well, we can be out
Yeah.
the reason.
Shout out to the amazing producer that is Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a house of producers. It really
Friend of the
is.
show.
Yeah.
Part of my life.
So yeah, that was one of the big ones. I accidentally walked on set.
Oh, so you did.
That.
Part they were filming as well.
I accidentally walked on set. And what else happened? It's in the area that I have essentially grown up in.
Yeah.
So it hit a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Especially like at the end
Yeah,
of the
for you,
park.
because you're seeing certain scenes that's in your area.
Yeah, like that's just like, you know, R.I.P. Bromley Picture House, by the way.
Oh, I really love that scene. Because even they play that music that's always in Picture House. That animation stuff they have. And had the popcorn boxes.
But do you know why?
Why?
It's a Picture House film.
Yeah. Oh, no, I just let you get that off. Of course it is, yeah. Of course. But yeah, the one thing I was going to mention, I completely forgot. It was about the comedy aspect of it. Yeah, I love the fact that this wasn't a sad gay film.
Oh my god, it was great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was kind of sad, but it wasn't.
It got. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it got better.
It was kind of sad, but it got better. Like,
yeah.
I wanted to say this one-liner to you. You might have to bleep this because I don't want to spoil. But you know what is at the end? It's like basically when he treats you good and goes, see you the next day.
Bruv. Figure it out. Well, yeah, Pillion is Pillion's not gonna be out for a minute. On here it's saying it won't come out until the 28th of November.
But it will be at the London Film Festival.
Yeah.
I don't know if tickets are still available, but if you can require them, because they did do a second release of tickets, please do go and book it, because it's one of those films that you're just not gonna forget.
Yeah, and make sure you're wearing some leather with zippers.
Boots.
And bring your dog.
Leather boots.
Ooh.
Anyway, so we're going from one Picture House film to another.
Yeah.
We have Urchin.
We do have Urchin. This is a director debut from Harrison Dickinson. I don't know who's the main lead in this film. I'm just gonna bring up the.
I don't think I've ever seen him in anything, and I'll be quite real. But like, I'm kind of glad that I hadn't.
It has no name.
Yeah. Like So do you know why it's called Urchin, by the way?
No, you have like a lot of symbolisms of where this film's coming from in terms of the meaning of it.
I was asking. Literally, I was sat. So I watched this in Soho House because they have a cinema there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Soho House. And I was sat there with my notebook.
That really nice.
Yeah, it really is. It's very plush.
Yeah.
I was sat there just like with my notebook, and every now and then I'd have a question and I'd have to jot it down.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to sit. On my journey home, I didn't listen to any music. I just sat there and processed the film.
Yeah.
So urchin is a Victorian terminology for a child that is homeless and poor.
Which is essentially what the film
Yeah,
is
and then
about.
and without saying too much, I'll go back to the reference of the name and its reference throughout the film.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this film. Obviously Harrison Dixon's director debut. When there was first talks about him doing this film, I was intrigued, especially to see him like kind of starting off his career, and like he hasn't really like.
Yeah, because you
I was gunning him down.
wheel it back,
Yeah, I was gunning him
wheel
down.
it back.
I was,
You were like, "Where's Harris Dickinson?
yeah, 100%.
He's not about." And I said,
Yeah,
"Hold on one second. He's starting
yeah.
his production company."
And what did I say?
Did I cook?
But
But did I cook?
But okay, but what did I say when you said that?
You said okay first. But
Exactly,
did I
exactly.
cook?
You did cook, and I let you cook, and I stood behind
And
behind
that's
you while you was
what,
cooking the pot.
and that is why you have to tune into the Outtake show, because we're always ahead of the trends. We know. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
we
brother.
know. No, but we do know.
We do know, yeah, we
We
do know.
always. This was before Khan. This was before the
Yeah, it
Khan
was
hype.
before Gum. Yeah.
What happened? When did this last happen? Bird.
Yeah. This one announced what his production company was doing it. So yeah. You got. I'm trying to getting the shit off. But yeah, I was very skeptical. I was asking where he was because he wasn't really.
We're seeing the same white boys, but where is this one?
What is this one? Like we see all the Beatles, but where's this member of the Beatles? But yeah, so when it came out, gave it a watch, and I was really like shocked by it while watching it because we won't go into spoilers because it's not officially out yet, but there was a lot of surrealism in this film that I just didn't know I was gonna get. So it really touches on
It's a very metaphorical film,
yeah, for sure.
both in surrealism, but also just in realism as well.
Yeah. And I was like, it was giving me Uncut Gem type of vibes, very like Safety Brothers vibes. Mostly because of the topic, it was really dealing with working class and like the homeless and that community, which normally in films you just don't really see much of. Especially in like British films, I'm not really seeing like a story based on someone like that that's dealing with that stuff and what the circumstances they have to do to get money and like provide for themselves and the stuff they have to deal with day to day. So it was a very interesting film to get into. But yeah, I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, no, I thought we have been very lucky when it comes to the films that are being distributed by Picture House that
They're
happen
on
to
the run.
be that happen to be directorial debuts while they're
Yeah,
doing the trifecta of writing, directing, and starring in them.
yeah,
So we have this and Sorry Baby,
yeah.
and
Oh, yeah, Pillion's another one that's on the list.
starring,
Oh, not starring. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
but still,
But written,
yeah.
directed, but not starring.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was still starring.
But like I feel like it's just one of those moments where you do need to keep an eye out for like Picture House films
They're on the run.
because they're really on a good run.
Yeah.
Urchin for me is an extremely compelling and profound film that delves into an experience that my privilege won't allow me to ever really,
Yeah.
God forbid, ever go through.
Yeah.
But it really made me empathize with the way in which people are living these lives and how it made me think, what can we do collectively as a community to prevent this? Because what the film taught me was that if you have one link that can help you get out of that cycle,
Take it, man.
yeah.
Take it and run. Yeah, I think you've kind of explained it perfectly. I don't think I'll add to it because, like, I went to a talk with Mike Lee and um Ken Loach that are like old school British legendary directors.
Icon.
Yeah, and like while watching this film, obviously I'm not too familiar with their films. I've only seen a few
Hard
like Hard
truths.
Truths, and I don't think I've seen any Ken Loach's films, but I've heard it spoken so highly, and I feel like Urchin is one of those films that kind of follows that type of a path they're going in as well, like really like highlighting the working class and like the British community and like the stuff they're facing and struggles they're facing.
But
Because
it's not like, um, it's not in a way like no offense. I love you, Guy Ritchie, but it's not in
Oh
a.
shit!
I love you, Guy Ritchie,
Let me get the
but
guns
like.
ready. Because what you been saying, you're going.
Okay, it's not in the perception of someone who's coming from privilege, looking at working class culture and kind of being like, oh, like working class culture. Is someone who's been a part of working class culture, still
Yeah.
has a very real perception of it. And you can tell this because the characters felt very real.
Yeah.
They didn't feel like they were being written or being directed. They were genuine people that you would have seen as you
Yeah, across the
past.
road, or wherever is in passing, someone homeless on the street walking
Yeah.
past, like I feel like people can relate to it, especially from a UK perspective, like walking past the
Especially from a
street.
London
Yeah, walking past the
perspective,
street and
like
seeing certain people.
these are genuine people you would have flipping seen and or had conversations with or been on the tube with, just passing in life and been like, oh, like this feels authentic and real and a lived experience, rather than someone who is aware of the culture but hasn't really lived it because they come from a different position. Wow.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to get the gun ready, and then you started shooting.
Yeah. But like it at no point is that like a cuss out to Guy Ritchie. It's just like I think you can tell there's a difference in the way that the tone and the way that the characters are written.
Oh yeah, definitely. It seemed like this is probably a story that Harrison had on his notes for a very long time, a story that he definitely wanted to tell. And I think it's very eye-opening to see what people decide to have as their director debut. Because he could have took it anyway. He could have just had him be the lead and told like a very like typical story that you kind of expect to see, but instead he chose a different approach. Seemed like he was trying to get a message across to people, and I think he did a really good job of doing that, and went very creative with
And
it
you
as
know
well.
what? At the same time, I think, excuse my belly, I think that you could tell why he did it. So for those of you who have seen a few interviews from Harris beforehand, you know that he was a skater at the like
Ew.
South Bank bit.
Oh,
He used to hang out there a lot.
yeah,
And there's also a lot of like homelessness
of
around that
course,
area.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that experience of being so close to the proximity of those people going through that situation probably influenced him a lot more.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess that actually pretty much explains it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what he does next in terms of directing, whether it's making a short or making another feature. I don't know if
I
you
know
have
he's
time to
done
do another
music
feature.
videos before.
Oh, really? Sick.
Yeah.
Shout out to East London. What are you getting mad for?
Okay,
You get something
to
here.
be fair, we did have a
East
southeast.
London, we've been on a run
No,
still.
no, but we did just have a southeast London film before.
Yeah, you also had a great performance from David Johnson as well in The Long Walk.
Why are you bringing this up?
East London
Anyway, wow.
East London stand up. But yeah, Urchin, from what I'm seeing online, it's saying it won't be out in the UK until the
Until the
3rd of,
3rd.
of October. I do believe it's going to be in LFF as well, if I'm not
No,
mistaken.
it's
not.
not.
Oh, shame.
Which is a shame,
Shame
but
to y'all.
no, that is a shame.
Yeah,
You
it's a
should
shame
be
in general.
ashamed
It is.
because this is an amazing film. Like,
But October is soon. It's soon.
no, it's literally in 3
Yeah,
weeks'
yeah,
time. I
yeah.
mean, the premiere is tonight.
Yeah, okay.
The night that episode drops. So
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
so when it's out, please check it out. Let us know what you think about it in the comments down below. I'm looking forward to what Harrison does next in terms of the production company, whatever film he does next. Also, like the lead in this film. It said here, I think it's Frank Dillon.
Delane.
Delane. Is he French or something?
Delane.
I don't know where his background from.
Where you
Of
from?
course he's from London. His performance is really incredible. He was in Fear the Walking Dead. That's where I know him from. I knew I've seen your face before. Cool. His performance was incredible. I'd love to see what he's in next. But we're gonna move on and talk about a film that some people may actually don't like or do like, and that is him.
Her. Him. They,
Hey,
them.
They, them,
Not
him,
me.
they. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about him. This is a Justin Tippin film, produced by Jordan Peele under Monkey Paw Production. So I'm just confirming if the director's name, Justin Tippin. Starring Marlon Wayans, As lead as well, Julia Fox is in it. Got that
Yeah.
4,000's in it as well. That's crazy. This is meant to be a film based on sports life. It's meant to be a rookie NFL player that is jumping into the league. He's getting coached by the GOAT, which is played by Marlon Wayans, and a lot of.
And you know who the lead is?
Who's the lead?
The light-skinned guy from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, so what you saying, Shawty?
Oh yeah, shit.
That scene lives in my head rent free.
Yeah, that was a really good episode.
Yeah.
Shout out to Atlanta, man. Gone but not forgotten. But yeah, so him is set to come out in the next few weeks. We have been getting some early reviews. A lot of early reviews have not.
Can we pause real quick?
Sure.
I need to go to the toilet.
We're right back after this commercial break, and we're back.
And we're back. Sorry.
More cuts than I can't say that. Yeah, so we're back. We're talking about him. There's a lot of mixed reviews going on with him right now. Most critics are saying it's not good. What was I? I was on Rotten Tomatoes. From recording Rotten Tomatoes, it has on 29%, and the audience are giving it 57%. We briefly spoke about this on when I was watching Pillion, I believe. Was it Pillion?
Yeah.
We usually spoke about it, and you raised a very good point talking about views on reviews and not having that like judge whether you should watch a film or not. Funny enough, Marlon Wayans went on Instagram and he put a post out. If I can read just a briefly paragraph, a few sentences from his post, because of course the film has been getting a lot of mixed reviews, and he went online just speaking about it. And I'll put it on the screen for people to see as well. But to give a quick summary, he's basically just saying that he basically respects people's work and respects the industry it shapes, but opinion does not always mean it's everyone's opinion. Some movies are ahead of its curve. I had a career of making classic movies that wasn't received like in the best light, but they've always been seen as classics. So don't take anyone's opinion, just go see it for yourself. Love to all. Him is in theaters now.
And I said that, I literally said that basically because I said when it comes down to the themes of him, it may be a situation where a majority of critics, and we can say this because we're in the space, a lot of them aren't POC.
Mm-hmm.
And so some themes may have been missed because this is a conversation about how post-slavery America, Black American men have been essentially raised to be a part of the NFL structure, and it's almost like being a part of another slave situation again, another slave cycle where
like modern time slavery,
because it's like being drafted is being similar to being auctioned, and that's the whole concept of him at some cases. And I think that maybe these ideas aren't necessarily in the big know-how for some people, so they don't get the concept and things might be missed. So if you know about them and you want to go and watch the film, or you just want to go and watch the film for yourself, that's the case. Because even like, for example, Weapons, people were raving about it, saying it was like the best film they've ever seen, best horror film they've ever seen. This is just an example. And it set me up, and then I was there like, oh, it's good, but I wouldn't say it's the best horror film.
I don't know he's gonna find a way to get Weapons this out. You know, I played back our last episode, and I heard you, and I clocked the diss you had towards Weapons as well. When you talk about the girlfriends, when you talk about the girlfriend, it's like, oh, only two perspectives. Well done for telling the story with only two perspectives. Okay, you think I didn't clock
No, but you didn't say anything in the moment, did you?
Yeah, cause I'll be playing back and I go, oh wait, she does this stuff. See, that's why she's called the silent assassin, because you don't know when you got hit. But yeah, I do agree with everything you said. I'll be honest, for myself, like sometimes I find it very difficult not to pay attention to reviews and stuff that's going on. But I always, if I say I'm gonna watch something, I'm always gonna watch it, despite what anyone's saying. And for me, him is one of those films. I really enjoyed the trailer. The trailer was sick to me. I also really like Marlon Wayans. especially when he's doing a serious role. I like to see comedic actors do a serious role. I always feel
Like,
like they're the best at doing serious roles. I feel like comedic actors always looked at as like being stupid and silly, but it takes a lot of work to be a comedic actor.
yeah. I mean, to know those beats and just be able to read those lines that well, it's not easy. And also, like, we know Marlon can do a serious film because of Requiem of a Dream.
Yeah.
I feel that it feels very weird to talk about Requiem of a Dream after just talking about Urchin, but
Yeah.
maybe I said too much.
There's similar themes there as well. So like I wanted to go see a film based off that. I don't know. There was a tweet. I'll put it on the screen if I can find it. Where Mimi, the music blogger, she was retweeting someone talking about him and saying that the person was basically saying they loved the film and they feel like there's a campaign trying to stop this film for whatever reason. Obviously, this film is talking about the NFL, so I don't want to put conspiracies out there, but I do feel like this is a film that maybe a lot of people won't like at first glance. Maybe it'll require a few other watches. I'm gonna give it a watch. We'll definitely give our honest opinion on it, whether we liked it or disliked it. But I'm looking forward to it. But I do have to say that I think this puts Jordan Peele on the clock. Obviously, this is produced by him, not directed by him. So people, if this film is trash, then it shouldn't. Jordan Peele shouldn't be judged from a director's perspective. But producer-wise, yes, of course, we spoke about weapons recently. He lost weapons. Rumored that he fired his team because of these weapons. Now we've got to talk about him not being the best. Obviously, it's not out yet for us in the UK, so we give our opinions later on. But there's also was news that his film on the
Oh,
Warner
yeah.
Brothers got taken down.
It was slated.
You don't know if he took it down himself or Warner Brothers took it down. I think there's a clock on Jordan Peele. I think he needs to deliver somewhat of a good film. If he doesn't, then it's gonna look shaky. I would have to say that my missus, shout out Toby, friend of the show, we had a brief conversation about this, and she added, I don't know if she wants me to mention that she added. If not, I'll bleep out her name. She added that she felt like people have left the Jordan Peele train after Get Out, and there was he has his core audience that love his films, and I feel like there's a group of people that maybe never liked Jordan Peele in the first place. So if his next film doesn't do great, it's not because of it not being a good film. It's just that there's some people out there that just never really liked Jordan Peele's films outside of Get Out. I don't know how you feel about Jordan Peele and the steps he's taken.
I think
Next.
Monkey Paws and a lot of Monkey Paws based productions have a really deep social political context.
Yeah.
And given the social political environment we're in, it can ruffle a few feathers.
Of course.
So whether or not people like it, it might just be a reflection of just that.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you looking forward to a Jordan Peele film?
What
His next film? Are you looking forward
I
to his next film?
I
Whether that
I
may be.
want to know what it is. And maybe it'll be nice for him to have a fresh cast, people he hasn't worked with
Oh,
beforehand.
so no Daniel Craig.
No Kiki.
No. Yeah.
Actually, we forgot to talk about Kiki.
What happened to Kiki?
She kissed Seth.
Oh, yeah. That's his crush, isn't it?
They lipsed.
Yeah. Yeah. Speak about black women that love white men. Zoe Kravitz has been seen with Harry Styles. Oh,
My neck!
My neck.
My neck! What a spin! But he actually hurt his
My neck.
process.
I'm
He
getting old, bro.
actually hurt his neck in the process of doing that mad spin. I heard that it's not serious.
Hey, she does.
I heard
She
she's
made me
just
like Rihanna, bro.
I
Just
heard
part of
she's-
my collection.
yeah. Pokemon, catch 'em all.
Thanos.
Pokemon, you gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Harris, if it wasn't for the fact you had a girl, you'd be next.
Who?
Harris Dixon.
Oh, Harrison. He's got a girl.
Yeah.
Oh. You think Zoe Kravitz will win that? I think Doja Cat will win that.
No. Doja Cat would want what's his name? Josh.
Josh O'Connor. You think so? Oh, she just likes.
She just likes anything.
Oh, I was gonna say introverted, but Joseph Quinn is not introverted. He seems very extroverted.
Does he?
I've seen some interviews. He seems like he's a talker.
Does he? Comment below and let me. We need to talk about the spoilers of Urchin. So, yeah.
You want to talk about spoilers?
Yeah, but not for this episode.
Oh,
Just an extra bit.
Oh, next
Yeah.
episode. Okay, cool. Is there anything else you wanna touch on?
I don't know, bro. There's been so much that's happened.
Mm.
That's been a mazzoline.
Oh, in terms of society and everything
No,
else.
well, you can talk about that too. But I mean, this episode.
Yeah, lots happened this episode.
Poppy play.
What is
Zoe
it?
Kravitz and Harry Styles.
She outside. She outside. She is definitely outside. There is one last thing I wanted to mention. I wanted to bring up information on this because I find it quite interesting. If I can find it, it was the BFI. They announced that they have a fund. They raised over 150 million. Added on to, it would be broken down into different departments, whether it's like creating feature films, creative workshops, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
The 150 million broken down into 3 years, so 50 mil each year, which I wanted to do more research into it. I just want to just make it known that people that's out there, where this money is actually going to go to and whether this is a good thing. It sounds like it's a good thing.
It's a good thing
Let me see if I can bring it up.
because the more I am active on Film Talk, I'm not on just talking about film talks. I'm on the side where you're seeing people who are working in film and the diabolical effect it's having on the British film people, the actual people who are employed in
Yeah,
it.
things were
Everyone's
down.
struggling, and you wouldn't even expect it to be struggling because a majority of these big blockbuster films are shot in the UK.
Yeah. What
It's
was it? I saw an article about Marvel now doing most of the production shoots in the
in the
UK
UK.
because it's a lot cheaper now. Yeah, this article's gonna say it in dollars, but why these ads, bro? Why do you want to remind me that I have no money?
It's not everyday paywall.
Bro, I can't go past this paywall. Okay, allow ads, man. Alright, cool, man. Give me 1 sec, man. Golly.
But yeah, like it's become a point where the UK has become a staple for filming. Even House of the Dragons is shot in Northern Ireland, in
Yeah.
Hollywood. Most of Brand New Day was shot in Glasgow and
Still need to watch
Leeds.
that. Yeah.
Urchin was just London.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so I got it up now. So it is confirmed. They raised up to 150 million. I believe this is coming from the Natural Lottery. The funding represents a 10% increase of the previous figures they had before. So it is more than they've done in the past. But there's a breakdown here on where the money goes to. 33.5 million goes to the audience, 30 million goes to education, 61 million goes to filmmaking and talent development, 35 goes to skills and workforce of development, 1.4 million goes to international, and 5.25 million goes for insight and industry. I'm not a producer, so I don't know whether these numbers
What
are
did that mean?
great numbers.
What did that mean?
Because 61 million for filmmaking and talent development,
That doesn't sound like
that
a lot.
doesn't sound like a lot for 3 years.
But
But it's saying it is an increase, a 10% increase.
Yeah, but
so
like,
it is more, but is it enough?
It's gonna be one of those situations where, like, for example, I rewatched American Animals, with Barry Keoghan and what's his name, something Evans, Chris.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Steven.
I know you're
Anyway, and I was watching it, and then I realized in the opening credits, Evan Peters. That's it.
Peters, yeah.
In the opening credits, I realized it was film 4.
Oh yeah, shit.
What?
Yeah.
But like, they had so many people doing it, and that's why at the opening credits there is so many names, because no one can afford to make a film
By themselves, yeah. They need our budgets from elsewhere. But yeah, I just want to put it out there that that's happening. I don't know what we'll give more information whether it could help like young filmmakers and into making short films. I think this is meant to be a good thing because it is saying it is an increase, but there's still more work to be done clearly.
So much work.
But yeah, that is something that's happening right now. So we'll give more information as time goes on. But I think there's everything we have to discuss. Today's been a very very hectic day.
It's been a lot.
Who was fighting smoke? Who was coughing? Who was going through? We had like probably like 3 or 4 ad breaks, like a TV show on cable.
No, at this point we should just do ads.
We should do ads.
More cuts than Edward Scissorhands.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You can put your ad right here. This is where your ads can go.
Squarespace.
That would be sick if we did like commercial break and it was just us like doing like one of those teleshopping videos.
And right now, Adidas are doing the Superstars.
That would be sick. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna get sponsorship and do ads like that.
I mean, we basically do it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you do, Maz? I went to an Adidas pop-up. Oh, what did you do, Junior? I went to this.
But then you actually pay for those spots. Not the death stare.
I have to do it. I have to do it. If someone doesn't, how will they know?
How will they know? But yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. This is Outtake Show. This is episode 81. You got the host of the most show, man, Junes. You also got the silent assassin as a very as well. Tune in next time. Peace.
Bye.